How do you know that? Bro, I'm pretty sure they weren't the only two employees of that company. Okay, bro, you suck. Kind of scared of this video, not gonna lie. All right, it's called Why MoistCr1TiKaL Lied About Jack Doherty. And the content creator is Materwellen. And they have 1.14K subscribers. So I don't know how this is going to go. I believe Purple sent me this video. All right, let's find out how MoistCr1TiKaL lied about Jack Doherty. Here we go.
Okay, stop. Before you dislike this video, just hear me out for 5 seconds. You are not going to hear anything positive about Jack Doherty throughout this entire video. Jack Doherty has absolutely no redeeming qualities, and I am not speaking out in defense of him. He's literally everything that's wrong with YouTubers. He embodies every single classic negative trait of a douchebag influencer, scamming.
Jack Doherty is literally the worst. He is quite literally the worst of all. Well, okay, I wouldn't say the worst of all time because I don't think there's any, like essays or anything like that. But he's a little asshole that never got told no by his parents, and that's exactly how he acts. You know what I mean? So...
and neglecting his fans, taking advantage of women, encouraging physical violence, clickbait, promoting gambling, etc. Jack Doherty is a terrible human being, so the point of this video isn't to defend him, it's more to reveal MoistCr1TiKaL's dishonesty and massive lack of transparency when talking about his relationship to Jack Doherty, because MoistCr1TiKaL used to actually manage and work on Jack Doherty's channel in 2019 and 2020, but now he's saying to his millions of fans that he only happened to meet him once by pure coincidence, and that is a massive lie, and I do feel like it needs—
Wait, what? Wait, no, what?
MoistCr1TiKaL used to actually manage and work on Jack Doherty's channel in 2019 and 2020, but now he's saying to his millions of fans that he only happened to meet him once by pure coincidence, and that is a massive lie, and I do feel like it needs to be pointed out. So let's not—
Okay, I hope in the less than 11 minutes you have left in this video, you show proof of what you just said.
Not waste any time here and get straight into it. Now, Jack Doherty has been widely seen as the most insufferable YouTuber around throughout the past like 1.5 years, and MoistCr1TiKaL made a total of 3 videos making fun of him, and these are entertaining videos, there's nothing wrong with them, but in the first video, something that Charlie said bothered me massively.
I actually know Jack Doherty in real life. In fact, he was in one of my videos 4 years ago. I'm using "no" really loosely. I met him one time 4 years ago when the local Tampa Police Department challenged me to complete their police academy. This was during the time where I was watching live PD and talking about police activity, making jokes about it. They invited me out there to try it myself. Well, Jack Doherty actually happened to be there on that same day.
And I don't know if I'm just a huge sociopath or something, because apparently no one of the 7.5 million people that watched the video questioned what Charlie said here, but this is exactly the type of shit that keeps me up at night. What do you mean Jack Doherty, quote, just happened to be there? Why would Jack Doherty, out of all people, be there? Let me put this into context for you. Charlie—
Okay, so you heard Charlie say that. You heard Charlie say that I only met him once.
He claims his local police department invited him over there to complete their training course for a video because he referenced police activity in some of his older videos, and that's believable, but why would they invite Jack Doherty as well? Jack Doherty at the time was a literal child making school prank videos. What possible reason would the police department have to invite him to complete their training course alongside MoistCr1TiKaL? Like, these were two creators who didn't have a single thing in common. It's also worth noting that Jack Doherty lived in New York at the time, so MoistCr1TiKaL's local police department—
Okay, wait. 4 years ago, that would have been 2020. Well, 2020, because this was made like 4 or 5 days ago.
Inviting him to fly from New York all the way to Florida and him just obliging just to take part in this training course is massively confusing me. So I decided to further investigate the original upload to see if I could figure out what's actually going on.
Yes, Jack Doherty is the one that crashed that car, and the guy who was filming was bleeding out of his head, but he still had him like film. Yeah.
On here, and I realized that Jack and Charlie weren't the only YouTubers present that day. Huckbees, friend of MoistCr1TiKaL and co-host of the official podcast, also happened to be there. Family-friendly challenge YouTubers, the Ireland Boys, were also present, as well as Super Spicy Matt, who's most known for being Charlie's manager, and Matt wasn't there to like just film the video. Charlie had another person there to record, so even Matt was actively participating in the course. So these are all the people taking part in the course, and there's obviously a connection between these 3 here and the other 2 channels, but inviting such opposing groups of people to this event is just extremely strange. Like, what was the head of police smoking while drafting the invites? And what's even weirder is that Jack—
Okay, I don't care about that part. Show me where he lied. Show me where he lied. Zeta for 5. I bet you $5 that he never proves that Charlie lied or takes things out of context like these wannabe channels usually do. Okay, well, we're gonna see, because you never know. Just because he only has 1K, it doesn't mean he doesn't come with proof. So...
Jack's video of that day is still up on the Island Boys channel, and there seems to not only be no animosity between the two groups, but also, as a matter of fact, everyone's really friendly to each other, almost like they already know each other well. This was doing my head in, because for the life of me, I could not figure out what's going on here. But then suddenly I realized what's happening by watching the intro of the next creator event MoistCr1TiKaL participated in.
This was put on by a company called H&G Human Media Group. It's a company I'm a part of. I want to get that out there right now so that way people don't think that I'm hiding anything.
So this is in reference to a YouTuber go-karting race Charlie took part in, and he's now open about it having been organized by Human Media Group, a company Charlie co-founded together with his manager and longtime friend Matt. He went into detail about this company in another video from a couple of years ago. Essentially, they manage YouTubers, they help them with their content, brand deals, and copyright issues. Now, the funny thing about this go-karting race is that once again, Jack Doherty ended up being there. At first, I was unsure whether that guy driving here is actually Jack Doherty, because there's a lot of—
Wait, is that the connection, the media group? That doesn't mean that MoistCr1TiKaL actually knew him, though. Like, he co-founded the media group. That doesn't mean he actually talks to every single talent that's under that media group. You know what I mean? That doesn't mean he actually met him and he actually knew him. It's kind of sounding like he's going for a reach, but we never know. Hold on. You don't know. Maybe.
People call Jack on YouTube, but sure enough, Jack Doherty's perspective is still online to this day, and you can see that's actually him driving in front of Charlie there. And there's also this end of the race scoreboard where you can clearly see both names. Moreover, on his vlog, you can—
Okay, you could watch the video and know he was there. Okay, I get that. And he already said that he met him for the first time there, but tell me how you're saying that he knows him more than that.
We see him driving to the event once again with the Ireland Boys, and they're all wearing Human Media Group promotional t-shirts. That's because they're all signed to Human Media Group. They're all managed by MoistCr1TiKaL and Matt, which is why they got invited to his go-karting event, which by the way already shows that Charlie lied about only meeting Jack once in this clip.
I'm using no really loosely.
Wait, no.
Which by the way already shows that Charlie lied about only meeting Jack once in this clip.
Wait. Do you have proof that he met Jack before that, though? I'm pretty sure those guys aren't the ones doing all the groundwork. And I'm pretty sure they have employees, and the employees are the ones getting the creators to sign under the group name. You better show me some proof that he met him before.
I'm using no really loosely. I met him one time.
Because there's at least 2 examples of them going to events together still online on both of their channels. But more importantly, it puts everything into context. Here's a screenshot of the Human Media Group website a couple of years ago that I got from the Wayback Machine. Here you can clearly see that they had 6 creators in 2019, the same year this police event took place. Now on a snapshot from 2020, you can actually see that Jack Doherty was in fact signed to the company. Matt and Charlie founded the company. Hugbees is still with the company to this day, and the Ireland Boys were also signed to the company in 2019. Plus, from another Wayback Machine snapshot, we can see that they count the official podcast co-hosted by Charlie and Hugbees, amongst others, as
That still doesn't mean that they know each other.
a separate creator. Therefore, all the people at this police training course were the 6 creators involved with Human Media Group at the time, meaning this wasn't even an event put on by the local police department. No, this was the first Human Media Group organized event, because you could even see them advertising successful creator events on their website at the time. Now, why is this important? Well, in my opinion, it does show a clear lack of transparency and outright dishonesty from Critical. I mean, if he just talked about Jack Doherty's content negatively on his channel and never mentioned his personal experience, there would still of course be a lack of transparency, but it wouldn't necessarily be dishonest. But
Am I being retarded? But just because he was signed with the group, it doesn't mean that he knew him. And it's not the Island Boys, it's the Ireland Boys. I thought he was saying Island Boys too until he actually showed it, and it was Ireland Boys. Yeah, I need a smoking gun. Like, what?
Charlie outright stated that he met Jack Doherty just once, and that one interaction was already enough for him to know that he's a bad guy, when in reality Jack Doherty was signed to Charlie's company between at the very least the middle of 2019 until the end of 2020. He acted—
Yeah, he got money from him. What do you think media groups do? They got a piece of the pie. And Stan says, isn't YouTube just one big game of networking at the top? Just because they attend the same events or we're under the same company, it doesn't mean they know each other. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking.
Actively promoted the company, and it's highly likely they interacted with each other on like a weekly basis. Plus, again, Charlie lied about meeting him once by pure coincidence, because he literally.
Wait, how do you know they met or they talked to each other on a weekly basis? It could have been the fact that MoistCr1TiKaL could have co-founded it and then just let the company do what he did, and he just backed it financially, and boom, he was a co-founder. It could have been that. Like, you gotta show me more proof than just being under the same network. I'm sorry.
Literally organized the whole event himself and invited Jack Doherty to come fly out from New York to Florida. They must have known each other pretty damn well if Jack was just willing to fly across the country for him, meaning that there is a clear.
That's called being a content creator. It's like, remember when I went to Keemstar's house for Halloween? It was for content. It was all for content. And when you have money like Jack Doherty has, what's flying from New York to Florida or wherever he is on the east coast of Florida? It's nothing. It's a plane ride. I need proof. I need proof that they talk to each other weekly, or I need proof that he actually knew him before.
Dishonesty about their previous relationship from MoistCr1TiKaL. Now, I want to make it very clear that I don't think Charlie necessarily did a lot wrong by managing and helping out Jack Doherty, since in this video Charlie did state that the main goal of Human Media Group was to help out creators with sponsors and copyright, because he did see a lot of them just get scammed and screwed over by either YouTube themselves or predatory companies, and I do believe him there 100%, and I do think that the real story of what actually happened here is that when Charlie started out his company and saw Jack Doherty, who for context would have only been 15 at the time, blowing up on YouTube, he probably reached out to him to sign him because he thought this kid is probably getting screwed over by advertisers because he doesn't know what he's doing.
Wait, you're saying he probably... Oh, bro, this video, no. You're going off of probably and not knowing. Why did you make this video? And he says on the bottom, this is, I think that's of course, just my speculation. Why did you make this video? Bruh. Juno says, that's what I'm saying. Literally, all of this is guesswork. Yeah. Bro. Yeah, there is no proof. All right, let's keep going.
So he was then brought into the company as one of the very first creators, but when they invited him out to these events, he probably actually acted like an obnoxious idiot, which threw everyone off. But they decided to still have him part of the company because they probably thought he would just grow out of it, since he again was just a kid. But then throughout the next couple of events, and probably even just through the basic action of actively managing Jack, they eventually realized that he's a terrible person and parted ways with him sometime in 2021.
You know what? More than likely, Jack Doherty's parents probably signed him up with the group. And they probably trusted that media group because MoistCr1TiKaL was part of that media group. And MoistCr1TiKaL has a good reputation. You know what I mean? He doesn't have a reputation of scamming people and stuff like that. If Jack Doherty was 15 years old, more than likely, it was his parents that got him with the media group. Zeke for 2. This vid is entirely coincidence. I think not. Yeah.
Because the snapshots from 2020 are the last ones where he's a part of the company. That's my assumption of how everything actually went down. Therefore, I don't think there's too much wrongdoing here. I mean, sure, you could make the argument that Jack—
Then why did you make the video? What? Bruh! Oh my god! Oh my god! Why did you make the video then?
Doherty was already widely hated even back then. Therefore, hooking him up with sponsor deals, YouTuber connections, and generally managing and helping him out with his channel was an immoral and irresponsible act by Charlie and Matt. And
okay, bro, f off. It's called business. I don't like Jack Doherty either, but get the fuck out of here. They were in it to make money. Guess what? Off. Oh my god, you're acting like a T channel. That's that same shit back when I was in the T days, when it's like, and you know what? And I was a part of it, okay? I'll admit, I was a part of it, but you know, like going after a makeup artist who is working with Jeffree Star, because they were immoral for working with Jeffree Star. Or a makeup company did something immoral, and then a makeup artist worked with them, and we were like, how dare you work with this makeup company? Oh my god, bro, you're doing the same shit. Oh, stop.
Generally, managing and helping him out with his channel was an immoral and irresponsible act by Charlie and Matt, and I do understand why some people would think that. However, again, this guy was just 15, an actual child. Therefore, I think it makes much more sense to think of Charlie helping as an attempt to get him on the right path, because
more than likely it was his parents that signed him with that media group. Duh! Holy shit! Lying to your audience about hairy lipsticks is way different than running a talent agency and signing a creator. Very true, and Stan Designs.
I just genuinely don't believe that Critical would actually try to make money through getting a terrible channel to blow up on purpose.
What do you think MoistCr1TiKaL does? How do you think MoistCr1TiKaL has made his money? I don't know. YouTube, Twitch. Well, it was Twitch until he stopped going to Twitch. But YouTube, Twitch, and then taking that money and starting all these different companies and stuff like that. You know, content and branching out and investments and stuff like that. But the base of where he started making his money, how do you think he did that? This guy is personally offended at finding out about Jack and made it everyone else's problem. Juno, you are not wrong.
I think it's much more likely that he tried to guide him away from becoming an awful YouTuber, but I guess that depends on how you view Charlie as a person. Overall, I don't believe that Critical necessarily played a huge role in the rise of Jack Doherty, because he probably would have turned out the exact same way, regardless of Charlie's involvement. I mean, he did grow from 2 million to 3.
Do you think that Charlie was coddling him and holding him like a child, going, "I'll show you the way, young one. I'll show you the way"? I'm pretty sure Charlie is way too busy for that shit. Crash for 5. Xylie, this video is making me want to headbutt a coat hook. Same, bro, same. This video is giving me more of a headache than Becky from Queens. I'm just saying.
3 million subs during his time being managed by Charlie and Matt, but the bulk of his growth came way after that, so I don't blame Critical for how Jack Doherty turned out. But I do just honestly believe there's a massive lack of transparency here, especially since I consider Critical to be one of the realest YouTubers out there. But what I don't understand is why Charlie lied about this in the first place.
Oh, you're one of those. I have a feeling we have a parasocial thing going on right here.
Turned out. But I do just honestly believe there's a massive lack of transparency here, especially since I consider Critical to be one of the realest YouTubers out there. But what
I feel like there's a parasocial thing going on going on there. You know what I mean? Yeah, this video is a lot of autism and emotional damage. Yeah, lots of autism in this video, 100%.
What I don't understand is why Charlie lied about this in the first place, because he lied about randomly meeting Jack Doherty, he lied about not knowing Jack Doherty, and he lied about only interacting with him in person once.
No! You showed no proof where he interacted with Jack Doherty in person. You showed no proof that he didn't do it. He did it more than once. You showed absolutely no proof of that.
One of the realest YouTubers out there. But what I don't understand is why Charlie lied about this in the first place, because he lied about randomly meeting Jack Doherty.
Okay. Do you know that he knew Jack Doherty was going to be there? How do you know that do you not understand how companies work? What? Okay, say Locale Queens, right? They have a docket. They get guests. Do you think they run every single guest through Keemstar? Absolutely not. The guests we have on Rewind, we don't run it through Keemstar. Keemstar didn't know that Psycho Mom's son was going to come up there and talk about that video that Keemstar did 8 years ago. He had no clue that he was coming up there. And I didn't even know the story. It was recommended he come up because he was a big fan of the shows. No. Holy shit. You watch Dark Viper, don't you? I bet you watch Dark Viper.
He lied about not knowing Jack Doherty, and he lied about only interacting with him in person once. All of these are things he didn't have to lie about. He could have just never even brought them up in the first place. But
okay, Crash, normally I wouldn't read your donations, but I think this donation actually makes sense. Oh, you drink water? Hitler drank water too vibe. Yes, it is that type of vibe. It is that type of vibe. It's 100% that type of vibe. And it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Outright twisting what happened makes it look so much worse. Because again, if this guy was actively promoting and signed to your company, wearing your company merch, then you definitely knew him at least a little bit. Now you could go full.
How do you know that? Bro, I'm pretty sure they weren't the only two employees of that company. Okay, bro, you suck. You know what this is? And I fell for it. I fell for it. This was a video to talk about MoistCr1TiKaL, to get people to watch it so they can be angry, and then you get a bunch of reactors like me reacting to it, and you gain more subscribers. That's what that is. That's what this video is. And I fell for it. I absolutely fell for it.
Full conspiracy brain here and make up a theory that maybe Charlie taught him how to manage OnlyFans girls at his company, and now he feels guilty and wants to hide it from everyone, and that's probably how like a disingenuous person would conclude this video. But
you know what, Gex, you're not wrong. I was baited because this is rage bait. This video is literally rage bait. Jan for 5. Oh my God, he met someone once and knew of this person. The horror, the inhumanity. True. How dare he? Thank you for the 5.
But I think Charlie is most likely just embarrassed he actually signed this guy at one point and therefore didn't want to admit to it, because there is a real good chance that Charlie's company paid for Jack Doherty to fly out to Florida to participate.
That doesn't mean he wrote the check personally, though. It doesn't mean that MoistCr1TiKaL literally got on the phone and booked the flight for him. What?
There is a real good chance that Charlie's company paid for Jack Doherty to fly out to Florida to participate in all these events, and not.
I just realized I was full screen this entire time. Okay, we'll just finish it in full screen then.
Not gonna lie, if I had to admit to giving Jack Doherty money, I'd probably shoot myself in the face. So I understand why he lied, but it's still a shame that he did, because I would.
Honest, you know what? I'm not gonna say it. Yeah, I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna be good. I'm not gonna say it. I think everybody else can pick up on what I wanted to say, but I'm not going to, because I am a lady, okay? And I am not gonna do such things. Thank you very much. Doesn't Moist have multiple businesses that he's part of? I doubt he knows 10% of the people involved in those businesses. Exactly! And Stan, that is my whole entire point. That is my whole entire point. The man has so many different businesses. I'm pretty sure he did not walk up to every single creator under that business going, hey, I want to sign you. Bro. You didn't prove anything. Ugh.
Would have preferred the honesty of just being like, yeah, I signed this guy when he was just a kid starting out. And through interacting with him, I realized what an asshole he was, and we eventually parted ways.
That's you putting words in his mouth and in his head. What are you doing? Bro, don't do it. Believe me, take it from me. Don't do it. You're gonna get, listen. You have 1K subscribers. Good for you. Good for you, homeboy. You got 1K subscribers. All right, that's awesome. You reached that first milestone, okay? Now what you need to do is actually learn how to do research before you open up your mouth and goddamn record. Because I'm going to be very honest with you, the way this video is put together, you are literally the example when I say that some people don't need a microphone. Literally. Because this is horrible.
A year later, I don't think people would look at Charlie negatively.
How else are we gonna get views on a video? I don't know, put MoistCr1TiKaL and Jack Doherty in the title?
If he were to just admit to all of this, because again, I don't believe he's to blame for the actual rise of Jack Doherty, so I do hope Charlie comes clean about this, but let's be honest, he probably won't, he's never gonna see this video, but hey, if you want him to, you could push this video by liking and subscribing to my channel, if you enjoyed of course, and you could write your opinion down below in the comments. Anyway, I will see you in the next one.
Bruh. I will not be liking this video, nor will I be subscribing. Thank you very much. I will not be doing that. Thank you very much.